Hola guys and girls and welcome to a new Keyforge gameplay video. This time we are gonna revisit a deck and we are gonna look at the deck, the egoistische Titania von der Bibliothek, or what it would mean in English basically is the egoistic Titania of the library. Titania just being a name right there. That's kind of the problem with like German decks. They always have like some kind of just name in there, like Titania in this case, or like Paul or Frank or whatever. There's always like something like that in there. And yeah, that's why some people, especially in Germany, prefer the English decks because they can get some fun puns and stuff like that. But either way, yeah, we already showcased this deck on the channel quite a while ago. It was like very early on my Keyforge journey. But yeah, it's one of my WC decks I like a lot, mainly because it has stuff like the Book of EQ, which of course lets you play a deck a lot faster if you're, I mean, most of the times you can get an estimate on how lucky you have to get, but yeah, you can play a lot more cards, and the double Kirby's, which allows you to play a lot of cards out of your hand, be it action cards or artifacts, which you actually have a lot of. You have 15 action cards, 4 artifacts, 1 artifact and 4 upgrades, which all can play with Kirby, be it the Dusk Runners or the Hawks or the Marks and stuff like that. We have Brand here, which we can very easily destroy with our double uninterested selections we have right here, which is cool. Other cool targets for Kirby, of course, the Song of the Wild, the Mimicry, and yeah, just Trust No One, Dusk Runner, all this good stuff. And yeah, just a pretty straightforward deck, which with a lot of speed due to the stuff in Star Lines. And yeah, let's just hop right in and have a game of it. And yeah, don't need to go too much in detail with this deck since I think I did that in the first video I did with it. So let's just click on it and yeah, have hopefully some fun with this deck. I want to feature this one because I didn't feature, no wait, the last time I featured WC deck was 2 videos ago. And yeah, it's not really, like, I do have 2 AOA decks which I play regularly, but they're like nothing noteworthy. So it's mostly alternating between Worlds Collide and Call of the Archons for me currently, till Mass Mutation is out and we can look forward to that. But yeah, I stalled enough time for Trigger Happy 705 to appear, so let's start the game. Wish our opponent a good luck, have fun, and hop into the match. Our opponent is starting. We do have 6 cards in hand, and yeah, looking already decent. We have already Subtle Chain plus the Chain Gang in hand. I'm gonna keep my hand here. Obviously, that's more useful if your opponent has some Aember right here, which he most likely doesn't. So I could just start with my Starlines cards, go from there, or just play the Deep Root Druid and keep it slow for like a stronger start later on. First, let's see what Paul tries to do. We can do a maximum of 3 damage. Oh, that's Total Vapors. So that makes me just want to start with my Deep Root Druid, because I can do a lot more damage than with Zap, Kirby, and the Mug on something. And yeah, let's just keep it at that. And we do get Brand, which is nice, which gives us an opportunity to just get Aember on the opponent, which we can steal then right away with the Chain Gang. And yeah, looking like a decent start already. We see Logos for opponent again. Okay, let's look at the deck while we are at it. And yeah, it's obviously Worlds Collide. We already saw the Tauto Vapors. We see Tauren Plasmate just to gain an Aember and something else. Chaos Portal. If there's not a creature, I will play Shadows. If he just plays, yeah, that means for me I will play Shadows. I will first play the Brent to the left, then I will play the Subtle Chain to the right, then I will play the Subtle Chain to make him capture one, then I'm gonna use his card's action ability, get the Subtle Chain back into the deck, this one. And yeah, Mark, we could play we could play the Mark and just get 2 damage on our own Brand, because why not, get us an additional Aember. We do draw the Subtle Chain right away again. Oh yeah, that is pretty. If this guy survives, we are looking at a very strong turn for us again. But that is obviously very lucky. Don't expect it to happen all of the time. Does he have like easy remove for this right now without something on the field? He has Fire Strike but no creatures currently, so he would need a few creatures of that. Other than that, Uninterested Selection doesn't work here. No, he could have Twimmel Emissions and Foreign Plasmates could help me. But yeah, the Chain Gang will most likely survive here. But we will see how things pan out. Fighting Style, yeah, can only do 1. Does he kill Brand right now? Give me 3 Aember? No, he goes for Chain Gang, which makes sense. Now time for Chain Gang, so only 2 damage on that. And then wards his Tenturion Stenopius, which is fine with me, because what I can do is just call Shadows again. No, we don't need that yet. I can steal all the Aember he has currently. I play double Dusk Runner on my Brand, So I can reap with you to steal 2. Then I can use this guy's action ability. Then I can play the subtle chain and use this guy's action ability again and shuffle that right in again. And yeah, the opponent's at 0 Ember, we at 9. And yeah, looking good. We do have a good amount of Starlines creatures right here. Now he has to decide, like he could get rid of Brand right here, since I have nothing to steal for him. Or he could get rid of the Chain Gang if he thinks that's more annoying. But I think, yeah, Brand is most likely the smarter choice. Exalts him again, actually. Okay, so he's getting pretty strong. I don't think... I need to get rid of him with, like, Unnatural Selection or something like that. Otherwise, I won't be able to get rid of him. But yeah, I'm free to just call the Starlines right now. Play Morpheus. Play then the Kirby. Theoretically, I could play 2 cards now, but I only have to trust no one, which I will not use since I could steal nothing, basically. Then I can play the Medic Ingram to ward and heal 2 creatures. Let's make it with you and let's ward herself. And then I can play the Force Field on Kirby and then the Zap for 4 damage on you. Because why not? He's way too strong to kill with damage. I need Unnatural Selection to deal with him. So we can end our turn right there. And there we have the Unnatural Selection already, which is cool. And we see Untamed for opponents. So he could have his own Unnatural Selection, which could be a thing. He has had them in the deck. Yeah, that is. So now let's see. Probably Kirby goes most likely and Morpheus, I'm assuming, but that means the others keep their wards, which is fine as well for me. The question is if our opponent will, yeah, that's what I expected to happen. The question is if our opponent will play enough creatures for me to be able to destroy this boy right here. He gets Camouflage, which like doesn't really matter. Does he play a 4th creature? Oh yeah, he plays Rocky. Nice. That means we will definitely call Untamed here. First of all, Reap with you. And heal, doesn't matter. So no, we don't want to play you until ready yet. We play Unnatural Selection. For us, survive these. For you, survives everyone barring the Stopios. So we get the 4 Aember. Then you can play the Molphin. Then you can play the Brumblings, which enters into play ready. And he only has it as 2, so we can actually fight versus you as well. And gain the Aember there, and be at 10 Aember already. And yeah, looking pretty good for us. Like I said, we have a pretty nice start there. He calls Saurian and loses all that stuff. Okay, let's see what we see from him. Our stuff is still warded, so even if he has like... I mean, he has to Edregard. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So he cuts 9 right now. We see Ludo for him. I'm mostly going with Shadows next turn, and Ludos gets the Scrotum, so and opponent concedes. Okay, GG. Didn't expect to concede right there. I mean, I was very ahead. I was getting a key for 9, and then I was playing Shadows, gaining 2 Ember, steal 1, steal another one with this, and yeah, it was looking pretty good for me, to be fair. But yeah, that was a pretty short one. Obviously, we with the Chain Gang put a lot of work right there into this match. So let's choose deck again and play versus Bidigo Buddy. Which our opponent, good luck, have fun. And yeah, opponent plays Starlines. Well, pretty similar, like we see, it's a similar deck as last time. And we are the second player again. Do we want to keep this hand? Do we want to keep this hand? Do we have artifacts which we want to give them back to hand? Because if not, I will keep this hand. Does not look like it. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, yeah, then we're gonna keep this hand because then I can play Starlines, play these 2, and play the Grasping Vines. And just go from there. Which gives me... yeah, he starts... like I said, similar deck to last time, and we see the exact same start for him. Just playing the Tautor Vapors. So yeah, I will call Starlines, play you, and then play the Grasping Vines just for the Ember. Done. And end my turn. And end my turn right there. We could... like, we have the potential, like, if these survive, to just reap 2 times and then use Kirby's effect to just play the treasure map to gain 4 Ember. What is this Ember control? He got Saurian himself. He has Eddies, obviously, which would make my key more expensive. Stomp. Okay, yeah, then plan is disrupted. Plan indeed disrupted. Like I said, he had no artifacts really. Yeah, no. So the Hawk is not as useful as well. So I'm just gonna play Shadows to empty out my hand. First play you. Play the Hawk for the Aember, play a Subtle Chain to make him discard something, the Quicksoul, and then just play the Treasure Map to gain Aember, because obviously you always want to play that last. And then end my turn right there. The Simon is annoying for my opponent, as it seems right now, since Ico just puts the Philosopher's back on top of his deck. But yeah, okay, he gets Logos and gets his Archive back. Let's see, Simon most likely will leave the field, I wouldn't be surprised. Best case scenario, he plays like a lot of creatures right now, since I do have the unnatural selection. We see a Wormhole Technician. And that's it. Yeah, that means for me, I'm gonna call Shadows. I'm gonna play the... let's see. I could mark this from him. Do I want to steal right now? I could play the upgrade on him as well, so yeah, I think I'm gonna play the upgrade on you. It doesn't matter if I mark him, I'm gonna fight the Philosophersaurus. And then I'm just gonna mark you for the damage. I could have stolen one as well. Like, there's an argument for that, since I would have been at check. But if I would have done that, I wouldn't have gotten rid of the Philosophersaurus, and I definitely want to get rid of him. And now, at least if he wants to trade his Technician into Simon, both die. And then I still have my Explorer over there with the Dust Runner, which can potentially put in a lot of work. Double unnatural selection, sadly, is one unnatural selection too much. But we will see how we can deal with that. We see information saying, okay, yeah, that's another thing as well. If he would have stolen something, he would have stolen two from me back. Yeah, does he get rid of something right now, or does he reap? No, he reaps. Yeah, okay, of course. He knew that that was on top, so it gets archived. So we have a bit of an awkward hand right here, since a lot of... but I feel like I'm just playing Stylines, get the IQ on board, reap if you to steal one and gain one, and be at check. And be pretty easy times there. Now the two information exchanges are gone, so I don't have to worry about getting stolen 2 from me. Okay, he plays Saurian. Does he have like tribute or something? What do we see here? The Elder. No, he actually doesn't. It seems I will get the key. There's no Aember control in Saurian for him. But you most likely play a lot of creatures, which is good for us. Like I said, we do have the unnatural selections. If he just plays 2, that's a bit annoying. But there's the third one. Come on, let's see some more. Let's see some more. That's not enough for me yet. Chain of Hubris. Okay, yeah, that's sad. It seems to be the last thing. Usually you first play creatures and then your actions. It's just order-wise. A lot of people do that. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that, but yeah, I'm fine with just calling Untamed then. Playing you to the left for you, doesn't really matter. No, we don't. I didn't want to play him, because now if I enter selection, I have to kill something for me. Okay, that was a mistake on my part. Still gonna play this though. I could have had one more creature, which hopefully does not matter, and for you, everything but the Philosophersaurus. Then the end the turn for now. I will keep my other unnatural selection since he plays a lot of creatures, but yeah, that was obviously a mistake there. Should have... I noticed it right when I clicked it, but yeah, sadly it still happened. So we did get rid of the Philosophersaurus, and yeah. I do like the brand with the unnatural selection, so I get him on the field soon. Problem is if I get him to check with that. Okay, fight Simon, which makes sense. Then he probably reaps with you. Could I prevent that? No, I mean I have Aember control with the Explorer right here. Why would he do that? Why would you exalt yourself? There's like no fire reap effects, which like, yeah, you exalt yourself for no reason. I mean, that just makes me want to play Starlines, get this on Explorer, reap with you, to ward him, steal one, and then use the Buck of EQ and see what we get. Trust no one, so we do get to play Shadows. Ugh, but playing the brand obviously would get it back to check, so I'm just gonna play the mark, get the Aember back from you, and be my check myself. And end the turn. Yeah, they're the brand, sadly. Not that useful for me, since I would give him the key there. But now I could actually, if I call Untamed, I can mimicry something, yeah, information exchange or something like that. But currently looking good, obviously. We are check for second key. He needs the adder if he wants to prevent his key. Yeah, there's an adder in the deck. Is he cloaking dongle? Does he have Edi, or do I get my key right here? If he doesn't have the Edi, obviously we have an unnatural selection to just... No, we do get our key, which is pretty cool. Cool. Yellow key there. So now, how many Starlines cards do I still have here? Yeah, way too many. Most of my deck is Starlines. I don't want to use the Book of IQ. So I could use the Mimicry to just get the information exchange going or something like that. Which might be useful. Might be. And yeah, looking like that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to keep the unnatural selections for later turn, since my opponent is not that ahead right now. I'm just going to call Untamed. Going to fight with you versus you. Going to play the Bramblings to the left, because it doesn't really matter. I don't have anything to heal. Play you, and then play the Mimicry to get the information exchange and steal 1 for opponent and keep him at 5 Aember. And our turn right there. And we do now draw some Starlines. Like I said, I want to drop the brand soon, but in a turn when I can't prevent him either way from forging. Scizor for our opponent. I could just reap with you again to steal 1 next turn and play these creatures to ward a bit more. Okay, Triumph just for the Aember. Place the Scrotum on Livia, which makes sense. I still don't get why you're exalting that. Why are you exalting yourself? Doesn't really, like... Doesn't make a difference. Like if Reap and Fight effects exchange each other on your Saurian board. So yeah, it doesn't make sense there. But it looks like I'm gonna play Shadows next. Because now it doesn't matter if I give him Ember, and I can only steal 1 with Starline, so yeah. Who cares really? Who cares? He gets it with the Bramblings, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna call Shadows. Brand, there you go. You get an Ember, playing the Chain Gang, stealing 1, ending my turn. And now the potential, like I said, for the unnatural selection into Brand to steal some of his Ember. He already has 2, he most likely will gain some more. And then I have the potential to Song of the Wild as well for like a reap a few creatures. So looking like a strong Untamed turn for me next. I will have to destroy something else, but to be fair, most likely we'll get rid of the Chain Gang right here. Okay, see, he's Starlines. Okay, so most likely can't get rid of anything then. Cloaking Dongle as well on Livia Elder. Yeah, Livia Elder is getting pretty beefy. But currently I don't really mind, like... What does it get? Like, what does it do? Like, it gets... Yeah, there's not much going on there, which I'm really worried about. Not much at all. I'm still... like, Livia Elder's keeping either... What does he ward right here? Is something I want to... If he wards Livia Elder, I don't care at all. Like, yeah, it draws them card by reaping, but yeah, you can keep Livia the Elder. I don't mind if you stack all these on that. I'm gonna call Untamed, like I already mentioned. Play first Song of the Wild, and then reap for 2, reap for 2. I can heal something, yeah, doesn't matter. Then I play the unnatural selection. For me, I want to keep Chain Gang, Murmok, and my Explorer. Done. An opponent, what can you keep? Yeah, you can keep your this, so it's warded either way. You can keep Nocerto and your Sanitation Engineer, and the rest has to go. I will steal 3 in the process, and I'm at check with 10 Ember for my last key, and it only costs 5 since I do have the Imprinted Murmok. So I think it is a GG for me. Like I said, I do not agree with all the plays my opponent is doing. Like stacking all the upgrades on one creature, okay, that makes sense, but I don't get why you exalt it 2 times. Okay, he concedes, he can't do anything right there. So that's a GG. We are at 19 minutes. I think we can go for 1 more game. Let's go for 1 more game. That was rather quick as well. Let's go for 1 more game with our Titania. There it is, of the library. And we face Bushido. So let's wait till he chose his own deck and then start the game. Yeah, it is. Wish him good luck, have fun. God damn it, good luck, have fun. There we go. That is not needed there. Yeah, I get to start. I have 7 cards in hand. And he... similar deck again. Exactly same house combination. And yeah, similar deck as last time. So what do we want to start with? I probably just want to start with... I want to keep this hand for now. It's looking pretty good. I think I want to start with Untamed, just get a deep root on the field. And just end my turn right there, because that gives me an additional damage with Zap next turn if I choose to play Starlines. And it gives me a creature on the field for Song of the Wild if I want to call Untamed again, just Reap with it, for example. And it's like not a very interesting target for my opponent. So yeah, now I can play Starlines. I can play the Medic Ingram to the left, Water Self, play the Explorer, and then I have 3 damage I can do with the Zap and get rid of the ally right away. And end the turn. Okay, now I have a pretty nice Kirby, since I could Kirby into Song of the Wild and then Reap with my 2 creatures here. Or I could play Kirby into Duskrunner potentially as well, to get that on one of my Starlines creatures. But first, let's see what happens. See an Odak going down, so I can't steal. So that means for us that we are going to go with the Song of the Wild play for sure. And that's it, yeah. So we are going to call Starlines, we are going to play the Kirby, we are going to play the Quincan, and we are going to play the Song of the Wild. So once we Reap with you, we gain 2, and once we Reap with you, we gain 2 as well, and we can ward the Kirby, and we can end our turn. We do need some stuff for getting rid of this Odak. Odak is important. Now, the Quincan is not as important, like I said, since he has the Odak on the field, I can steal either way. Doesn't matter what he calls. Does not matter at all. But I'm getting a good Starlines board right here, which is starting to get well protected as well. But he chooses Sorin again. He could get rid of Ingram right here if he fights 2 times, or the Kirby. Depends on what he wants to do. Yeah, looking like Untamed. If he gets rid of some stuff, yeah, he wants to get rid of Kirby. Kirby is playing the game too quick for him. But does he play anything? He only drew 2 cards, so yeah, now he can't do anything more. That makes me think that I just want to play Starlines again. Get you in the field. And give him another target he wants to get rid of. Reap 3 times. And then be at check. We do draw Red Alert, which currently, of course, doesn't matter at all. But if our opponent plays a lot of creatures, he could have an own Red Alert. With Sufrain, he captures 1. Let's see if that is enough. I could, like, Xeno Training to capture 2. That is enough for sure then. And we see Nersoto to heal him. So that's 4 creatures. I could just get rid of some creatures on my own. I could just call it Starlines again and Reap for 4. No, but I think I want to just call Untamed. Reap with you. Heal you for all I can. Play you. Play the Cauldron Boy for nothing. Play the Grasping Vines for nothing. And be at check again. And costing only 5. And I get to draw some more cards, which is what I was looking for. Did he add some artifacts? Yeah, he has a lot of Hologram Hones, which I don't want to set back to head since he gains a lot of Aember. And the Golden Spiral. So yeah, the Grasping Vines could have been nice for the Golden Spiral. But I'd rather gain the Aember right here, so even if he frames me and has something else, I still get this key right here. Opponent is currently stuck at only 1 Aember. And we still have Red Alert potential if he starts to get rid of some stuff. He wants to get rid of Medic Ingram. Like I said, if he starts doing that, we are looking at potential for some Red Alert shenanigans. Crestayata. Let's see. Come on, play some more creatures. Okay, no, that's it. So I'm gonna forge my blue key. So if I call Starlines and sack 2 creatures, I can only sack 1. So it's not really that useful to do that. Honestly, since I want to prepare like a Red Alert to gain the Aember right here. Does he have Frane's Blaster? He does have Frane's Blaster. So okay, so we need to get rid of Frane soon. Because that's free Aember for him. I could call Shadows though, just play the treasure map and be a check again. But I'd rather play everything I have in hand right now. Let's play the Dusk Runner on you. Play the Simon, because I want to draw into an unnatural selection, which could be great. We make discard something, the Exile, which is cool. Get the treasure map just to gain Aember. And there's an unnatural selection, which is cool. So let's hope he doesn't have Frame's Blaster right now. Because if not, I have the potential to just unnatural selection, or potentially even Red Alert, depending on how he deals with the board. If he doesn't call Starlines, I'm very happy already. Okay, we see Sorin, that's good. That's good news. Not Starlines, exalts him, that's fine with me. I don't care about that. I can unnatural selection, get rid of all of the Aember you have on creatures. He wants to reap some more. Okay, what else do we see? Imperium to ward these two. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Can I deal with this if I call Untamed? No, not really. So, I do want to get rid of you. For Shadows, it doesn't work. I can still send him back to his hand. Okay, we need to do things smart. Let's see, I call Starlines. A fight with you versus you, a fight with you versus you. I mean, I want you to die, but you don't die since you're protected. Play effects double doesn't do anything for me right now. I can't get rid of the key since he has the Odok on the field. So honestly, I'm fine with just calling Shadows for now. Fight him versus you, just to get you back on the deck. So you can't play him next turn right away. So you do get this key right here. Playing the Hawk for the Aember. Playing the Mark to get the Aember from... I want to get the Aember from Frane because of Frane's Blaster. I don't really... Like, I could get rid of the Aember right here and be able to steal, but since I allow him to get a key right here, I'm not... Like, it's not likely that I'm going to steal next turn. Not likely that I'm going to steal. I'd rather reduce the amount of Aember he can gain if he has Frane's Blaster. Okay, so we see Sorin, we see Tribute on this boy. Like I said, we do have the unnatural selection and we do have some untamed creature to get rid of the ward there. He reaps. Does he? Okay, nice. He double reaps there as well. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna forge my key since it only costs 5 because of my Mystic Mormok. Let's see. I could call Starlines. Fight. And then get everything else on the board as well. Which probably sounds like the best plan. I'm gonna just play. I'm not gonna play the Red Alert. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So let's just first exchange wards right here and fight. Oh, I don't want to fight with you. Doesn't matter. Oh, no, I did it. Didn't have to trade there. I have you still as well. Could just let's get 3 damage on Frane for later use. And then drop you right here to the left, doesn't really matter, protect Simon a little bit. Just end our turn. And now we have a lot of Untamed cards, which is nice, and we can just get something from him. Be it the Xeno Training, Imperium, Cutthroat Research, which if he gains another Aember, we could actually play. Is there potential for us to give him an Aember from us? No, not really. Not really. We could just tribute though, gain Aember on creatures from us. I'm definitely just first gonna call Untamed. And then I'm fine with first of all playing the Song of the Wild. And reap a bunch of times. Reap with you. Reap with you. And heal you. We are at 7 Aember. Then I'm gonna play the unnatural selection and I'm gonna keep myself the Krika, the Mystic Momok, and you. And you can keep your creatures which don't have Aember on themselves. So I do get these Embers myself. Now I can play you to the right. You get to play ready, you to the left. I can reap with you. Gain only 1 Ember since he didn't gain the effect. And then I can play Mimicry. Yep. And get the Tribute. Oxeno Trading. Yeah, okay. Your opponent conceded. I had too much Ember. GG. Nothing could have done there. So yeah, 30 minutes going free over this deck. I'm gonna end the video right here. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all links in the description. And since I am in the process of showcasing decks again, so if you have any deck you saw in the past you want to see again, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you have an own deck from yourself you want to see me playing, if I'm opinion about, put it in the description as well. But that's all from me. I will see you another time. Ciao.